All right, what's up, everyone? Trevor here, Tag Performance and Nutrition. Jumping back on, in I don't know, a week, maybe a week and a half ago, I did a video talking about how to train after you get older. You reach your 30s, 40s, 50s, not athletic anymore. You can't move. Yeah, you feel like crap. Climbing the stairs is a chore. It's a struggle. It's hard work when that should be something easy to do. All those simple tasks: getting out of the toilet, tying your shoes, playing with the kids, doing these everyday life habits, things, chores, whatever it is, tasks. I can't say that today, but things that should be simple and easy that you should be able to do throughout your life get harder, get more challenging, get more difficult. And you think it's just because you get older. And yeah, age has something to do with it probably, but I think a lot of it has to do with just physical activity, doing athletic things, moving your body the way humans are meant to move, and you just don't do that anymore. But I want to kind of follow up with that video on the training, how to train to be athletic once you are in your 30s and beyond, but how to eat, the other habits that go with it, the eating habit, how to eat, how should you eat to stay lean, to stay athletic, to have energy, to be the best version of yourself as you're getting older. And it is no real different than how you should eat, whatever your age is. It doesn't really matter your age. And this isn't a specific diet or any fad diets or any of that stupid stuff. If your diet has a name, you should probably get rid of that diet. That's just pointless. It's just eat whole, nutrient dense, real foods. It's that simple. It's simple, but it's not easy because you're so inundated and you let the environment around you control you as to what you eat. The environment around us is meant to make you fat, out of shape, overweight, and unhealthy. Look at it. You just drive down the street, there's millions of fast foods and restaurants. You go to the grocery stores, there's a bunch of junk right in front of you. Buy this, buy this. You can order it. I can sit here right now, grab this thing, and order a bunch of crap from DoorDash, or actually, I don't even know. Probably not here. Our town doesn't have that. River Falls doesn't really. I don't know if we have DoorDash or anything like that. I think I've used it like 2 times. I think DoorDash or whatever the other one is, Uber Eats. I think I've used it like 2 times on vacation just to order something. Not like crap food, but you can order like decent food from it too. But it just shows how simple and convenient it is to get whatever it is you need, whether that's Amazon, whether that's your phone ordering Uber Eats, whether that's whatever. You can get it all at the click of a button. You don't have to do anything. Just goes back how lazy we are these days. That convenience factor, and these companies play on and prey on you for that. And marketing, big food and FDA, Food and Drug Administration, whatever, big food companies, big pharma, they market with all this crap that they think you need. They create problems that you don't actually have, and they sell you their solutions. And it's just everywhere. All the ads you see are for beer and junk food and fast food, and then they make you fat, so you got to buy their pills. And it's just that thing there, rather than if we just focus on the stuff that has been working for hundreds of years: eating real food, exercising, moving your body, sleeping, managing your stress. You're probably going to be better than 99% of people. It's that simple. Again, simplicity doesn't mean it's easy. It can be tough, but how to eat once you're 30 beyond, if you want to be athletic for life. Again, eat whole, nutrient dense, real foods. I say this all the time, but what that means, it's real food. It's foods that come from earth and foods that come from animals. So your foods that come from earth would be your plants, your fruits, your vegetables, your potatoes, your rice, your whole grains, your oats, whatever else fits in those categories. If it's coming from the earth, there you go. Does that mean that everything from the earth is great? No, because our farmland has been destroyed and crapified. I don't even know what to call it. Crapified, that's not really a word, but with all the pesticides and chemicals that are put into the earth now, is our food as good as quality as it was 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago? No, of course not. But it's still better than going to the grocery store and getting that box of crap uh, that you can eat tons and tons of and still be hungry. And then we got foods that come from animals. So your meat, your fish, your dairy, your eggs. What else comes from animals? Um, yeah, whatever that type of stuff. Uh, Technically, I guess, yeah, honey would be kind of plants and animals kind of thing. Kind of the animals working to make the honey. So I guess for the earth. So yeah, whatever you want to. But still, that type of thing. Those whole nutrient dense, minimally processed. Yes, every food you eat has a process. You have to pick an apple. You have to butcher a cow. You have to milk the cow. You have to kill a chicken. Whatever it is, you have to pick the berries. There is a process to it, but it's not turning these. It's not really denaturing these foods and turning them into something they're not meant to be, or making something totally created from a lab. It's not really actually food. It's just something they put on. You can eat it, but it's not really going to do you any good. So again, it's that simple. If that is 95, 99, 100% of your diet, you are good. You are probably going to be better off. And that's not saying there can't be issues with that. You can certainly get issues from eating good quality foods, like people are allergic to eggs or certain nuts, or issues with raw vegetables, broccoli. I know myself, cauliflower. That stuff kind of binds me up. So again, there's things like that, but you got to find, and it's about finding what works best for you and your body. Because when it comes to nutrition, we're all super different, especially with like the amounts you need and things like that. So that's where it comes to dialing in. You start with that big picture of whole nutrient dense real foods, and you break it down. Your macronutrients, your proteins, your carbs, your fats. You're going to need a certain amount of that. Figure out your calories. Again, you don't really need to, but I think it can be a helpful tool to track for a little while, so you know how much a 30-gram serving of protein in the form of chicken or beef or whatever looks like. How much a cup of rice looks like, or a cup of vegetables look like, or whatever it may be. I think measuring and tracking will help give you an idea too, because most people can be overeating without knowing how much, just because typical American serving, you plop stuff on a giant plate and that's what you eat, and you look at it and then you actually measure, like, whoa, I've been eating that much of that. That is way more than an actual serving on or whatnot. So focus on that. That can be a big priority point, is knowing your calories, knowing your macros for a little bit. I'm not saying you have to do it all the time, but it can definitely help. It's just like your finances. You track your finances so you know how much money you're spending, where your money's coming from, that type of stuff, how much you're making. And when you don't do that, then things just go off charts and out of whack. So I think tracking can be a big important tool, but you don't have to. Again, find what works for you, your lifestyle, that type of thing. So making it work and figuring it out, because again, things aren't nutrition. We're all really individualized. You find that whole nutrients, real foods. You find the protein sources that work best for you, the meats you like, the fish you like, that you like eggs, you like dairy. Does dairy work for you? Whatever it may be. And then you go to your carbs, vegetables, the fruits. What types of the rice you like, the potatoes, if you like potatoes or not, the whole grains you like. So pick the things within those that work for you. Then you go to your fats. Do nuts and seeds fit well with me? Do I like avocados or olive oil or butter or whatever? Find what you like within those categories and then include those. Find what tastes the best. And if you do this for a while, you'll realize how much better these real foods taste. How much better a actual Honeycrisp apple tastes than a Skittles or a Starburst. that's flavored like that, or whatnot, and you don't. Then you go back and taste that stuff, and you're like, oh, how much better real peanut butter tastes than a peanut butter cup. Um, like it's crazy the difference. You can actually, once you do it long enough, you actually know it, and then you realize it, and you're like, oh, I don't even really want to eat that crap anymore. So figuring out what within those, and then figuring out how much you need to eat, and that comes with your age, your activity level, your sex, um, your goals, where you are. Are you overweight? Are you trying to put on weight? So again, you got to figure out where you're at and what works for you. But when it comes to figuring out what to eat, it's whole nutrients, real foods, and I'm gonna stand by this. Probably, I mean, forever. I mean, like they keep coming up with pharmaceutical drugs and all this crap to try and say that's okay that you can eat this other junk, and it is okay. You can do whatever you want. Again, that's the main thing I want you to think. You are in control, but it's when you let the environment control you and control what you eat. You should be able to control what you eat. If you want to eat crap food, eat crap food. Go for it. That's you. It's your life. You choose that. But if you want to live your best life, like and be an athlete, let it for life. Be that everlasting athlete. I'm giving you the things that you should eat, because should and can and should are two different things. You can eat whatever you want, but you should eat these things. You should drink water and um, uh, mainly water. Again, there's other drinks you can have too, but if you like milk or coffee, if you're a coffee drinker, I don't like coffee, but if you like coffee, good. That's like just black coffee, but it's when we turn that black coffee into some sugary fat bomb that's 2,000 calories that you drink in one of those every morning, and you wonder why you're fat. Oh man, like I had a client once that was wondering why she's overweight, and we looked at that every day. Not only did this thing was like 1,000 calories. I don't know what it was, if it was Starbucks or Caribou. I don't go to those places, so I don't really know. But I remember looking into it. I think it was Caribou. She had one of these every day, or something similar, like the extra large giant thing. If you need the caffeine, get some caffeine from just black coffee or tea. You're better off there. But like she's drinking 1,000 calories a day to start off her morning and wondering why you're overweight. Like that's 1,000 calories of. They probably take you 2 seconds to drink the thing too. I think it was some iced one, so it's probably quicker to drink than a hot coffee. Like just get rid of that, and you're gonna be probably lose 30 pounds. But no, people won't give that stuff up because we're so stuck in our ways, stuck in our habits. But if we just switch and swap that out for a coffee and then a piece of fruit, oh man, you're gonna hit your nutrients, and you'll be better. Anyway, but focus on those whole nutrient, the real food. You get the macros, and then we get the micros. That's why the whole nutrient dense real foods are so much better, because not only do they provide you proteins, carbs, fats, they provide you the micronutrients. Not the vegetables. Vegetables are one of them. They provide you the vitamins, the minerals, all that stuff in there. The smaller things that help the body function and help you function properly. Like if you get blood work done, you'll find like things like magnesium or iron or vitamin D levels or vitamin C levels and all these different things in your blood work, and tells you what you're missing. And you get a lot of this stuff from just eating real foods, whole nutrients, real foods. If not, then that's where you can dial in. We'll get some supplements to fill the holes, but that's a whole nother topic. So what to eat? You're 30, you're worn down, you're out of energy, you're overweight, you can't move. Yes, you need to be training. I think the best way to train is like an athlete, and we talked about that ad nauseum in the last video. But you also need to be eating to help that training. Eat to perform. That's one way. That's one thing to think of eating, but eat to fuel your body so you are energized. Eat to be healthy. Eat to feel good. And eating better is going to help you look good, because who doesn't want to look good? Like, no one wants to go to the beach looking like a tub of goo. I guess maybe people do, and I guess people, the dad bods and things like that, and that I find that is kind of not my thing. It's kind of gross, kind of disgusting. that people don't want that people would want to look like that. And again, it's a choice, whatever. It's all you. But I personally, I much rather feel lean, muscular, and look better. Not have my love handles hanging over my shorts when I take my shirt off, or have the back fat flapping over the shorts, things like that. So that's me personally. That's what I want to look good. So that's why I eat the way I do. Eat so you can enjoy life. It's not a punishment. It's not like people think eating healthy is like so like how do you describe it? Like negative, like it has to be boring and bland. No, it's actually better. It tastes so much better, and you can enjoy life more. And if people around you are eating that real food too, like they'll realize it too. Because eating is not just eating to fuel your body. It's tradition. It's socialization, social being with good company, and just enjoying life. And I think if you're eating real food, it's gonna taste so much better. You're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna bring out the conversation, bring out the traditions, and with your family, your friends, and things like that. Because food is part of your culture, your life, and it doesn't have to be bland and boring, even if it is quote unquote healthy. It's actually more enjoyable, more tasty, more delicious if you actually do this, and if you can develop some little skill of cooking a little bit and mixing and matching the foods you love into delicious dishes and recipes, and that's part of the process too. So eating to perform, to be athletic for life, again, you need to eat your protein, and your protein start again. It's so you can't really general tips. Personally, how I like to do it is find your protein, start there. Protein gets a lot of love because you need it, yes, but carbs are important too. You do need to eat carbs. If you are being an everlasting athlete, you are doing athletic things, you're training hard because you need to refuel. That's what it's carbs. So protein, start with your protein. If you're overweight, choose like a goal weight, and that's what you work to get your protein a day. So if you're 200 pounds, you want to be 170. Have 170 be like your main protein to start, and play around. You're not gonna, if you're eating 70 grams of protein now, you're not gonna jump to 170. That's just gonna cause issues. It's like all this, just like training. You don't jump and do too much too soon. Same with adding protein. Gradually ease into it, but have a goal. But typically, 1 gram per pound is a good starting point. Once you get lean and more athletic, you probably actually need more if you're training hard, because it's going to help you recover. And it takes time to figure these things out. So it's not just, try it for a week and, it doesn't work for me. I have a client like that now, so she doesn't want to stick to anything, especially nutrition-wise. And it's hard to get the goals. We've been increasing calories, and she hasn't lost weight, which is the purpose. I mean, that's a good thing. Coming in eating 900 calories a day, that's when you're out 200 pounds, that's not healthy. So we're trying to build up, and it's a constant battle to get her to realize that you need to eat more. But protein. Start there, kind of shoot for 1 gram a pound, somewhere in that range. You're probably gonna be good, and then adjust from there. Takes time, figure it out. Don't just jump in from adding 100 grams of protein the next day and imagine you're gonna feel great. Probably gonna be a little clogged up. Fats, I like to keep fats generally lower, just because fats are easy to overeat and they're more calorically dense. So maybe like, if you're measuring out your calories, maybe like 20 to 30% of your calories are coming from fat, somewhere in there. Again, play around with it. And then carbs. I love carbs. Carbs are the best. You need to eat carbs to perform, to move. They're not essential to live, technically, but I think they're essential if you want to keep performing, keep moving well, keep living well, and build an athletic for life, that everlasting athlete body. I think they are essential. Part of your, again, can you live without them? Yes. You can't live without proteins and fats, but carbs, technically, yes. The literature says you can. But I'm not a fan of that because carbs are good. Carbs are delicious. Carbs are your fruits. Carbs are your vegetables. Your sweet potatoes. Your Japanese sweet potatoes. Personally, my favorite. The purple skin with the white inside. Those are the best. Eat those almost daily if I can get them. But fortunately, they're not like for sale at every grocery store. You got the regular sweet potatoes, which are good, but I like the white ones better. Purple on the outside, white on the inside. Yams. I don't know if they're yams or sweet potatoes. Who cares what they're called? They're good. They're delicious. But then carbs. Yeah, fill the rest of your calories with carbs, and you can adjust that. Again, different periods. Maybe eat more. Maybe eat less. If you're trying to gain weight, you're gonna eat more in general. If you're trying to lose weight, body fat, you're gonna eat less in general. So I typically keep the protein and fats the same, and then adjust carbs, depending on where we're at. But eat all those. That is important to consider eating each of those macros, and then make sure you're getting your micros with your vegetables, your fruits. Even meat, you're going to get a lot of those. Each thing has different micronutrients too, so not going to break down into that. That's what I do with the coaching, is we dive more into that type of stuff and make sure everyone's getting that. But and you can get that figured out by testing your blood work. That's a way to do it. So just eating whole nutrients, real food, you're going to be well on your way. If you're doing that, again, 95% of your time, you can still enjoy in life. You probably enjoy life more because you're able to do everything in life you love. So the amounts are always going to be kind of adjusted and figured out based on your goals, your history, how active you are, and that type of thing, how you're feeling and how you're digesting the food. That's a big role too that we didn't even really talk about. But hit those macros. Find those foods that work best for you within those categories of foods that come from earth, foods that come from animals, and just eat them. Enjoy them. And you're going to enjoy life more because you're feeling better because you're eating real food. You're looking better because you're training hard. You're eating real food. You're sleeping. And you have the energy to do all these things in life. Go out and play with your kid. Asks you to go outside and enjoy the nice weather. You have no problem because you're ready to go, even if it is after a long, boring day of work. You're still ready to go because you are eating better and you're fueling your body, and the food tastes good, and your kids like it too because they enjoy the taste, and you can sit at the table or sit at the couch or wherever you're eating and enjoy a meal together, and keep those traditions and build on those traditions, or it's the holidays and those traditions, and you can have good conversation with family and friends over the food, over the dinner table, over the lunch table, whatever it may be. So that's really what it's about: eating well, living well, and just building the best version of yourself. And eating whole nutrient-dense foods is going to help you do that. So again, remember, you can do whatever you want. You can choose what you eat. Take control over your environment and put those good foods around you so you're not controlled by that environment, that outside environment, letting that ruin your progress, ruin your physique, ruin your goals, ruin your athletic ability, and take control of that. Keep the good foods around you and build that environment. Take control of your environment and control what you eat, because you do control what you eat, as long as you don't have any issues where people are actually having to feed you. You feed yourself, hopefully. So there you go. You have control over that. Choose the best. What you can and should do are different things. You can do whatever you want, but to be athletic for life, you should eat whole, nutrient-dense, real foods. It's as simple as that. That's what we have for you today, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll be back with more, and be athletic for life.